So we have received big updates from Hytale today from the CEO, Simon, in quite a lengthy post. But before we get into it, I do have a Discord called the Light Knights, and I've been absolutely blown away by the community that has joined this clan. We have such an amazing core group already, and I just started 6 days ago. So if you guys are looking for a Hytale clan to join before the game comes out, feel free to join the Light Knights. We'll be happy to welcome you in. There's plenty of great people there. And also, I just started this channel, so if you are interested in more content like this and of more content of me, please hit subscribe and like this video. Without further ado, here we go. He starts off by saying, "We are delivering on our promise and releasing Hytale in early access on January 13th, 2026, with all the consequences that come with that decision. We are keeping that promise even though it is a Herculean task. In an alternate timeline, the most intelligent production decision would be to delay launch by 3 to 4 months, complete the obvious work in front of us, and avoid the overhead and distractions of maintaining a live product. The game would objectively be better on day one. This is not what we are doing." Then he goes on to say something quite interesting, which was the part that stuck out to me. "Moving this fast comes with real downsides. Some concrete examples. Name reservations were intended to reward long-time fans. Still, we lacked sufficient time and information to verify the emails list integrity, and some long-time fans were missing from it. 2. The username generator produced unintended results, and our name filters failed to catch some unacceptable cases. 3. The payment system continues to report issues. 4. Communication regarding avatar customization, Steam release, modding, and pricing were inefficiently detailed, leading to the misinterpretation or confusion. Game server providers, server owners, creators, and business inquiries are not receiving response as quickly as we would like them, or as they would deserve." And then now here's the key point to the whole post. "This is the trade-off we all have to accept. You cannot make an omelette without breaking a few eggs." And then he goes on to say, "If I ask one thing of the community, it is this. Please keep reminding each other of what this pace implies, especially newer players who are not around for the #Hytale moment and may not know what the early access experience is meant for us." And then this part stood out for me because there were people who were concerned about this, although I think it was an invalid concern, although he still addressed it. "As you'll be playing through the first week of Hytale, we will already follow up with the first patch. We will release updates rapidly in the first few weeks, with pre-releases available more frequently. You start on the 4-year-old archaeology project, but within months you find yourself in the flow of rapid development, previously unthinkable. We appreciate that the community has high expectations for Hytale, but please remember that we are fulfilling a promise we made early to release as soon as possible. That is what the core community asked for. Our biggest fear right now is not criticism, it is that the story of #SaveHytale gets forgotten during early access, and the team ends up wishing we had simply delayed those extra 4 months instead of keeping our word." So, there's a couple of things we need to talk about in this post. One of those things is people forgetting the #SaveHytale moment. He's making it clear that the game's not going to be ready for early access. It is truly early access, and it's not going to be complete. But I have seen a couple commenters and a couple YouTube videos out there suggesting that people might play the game for a week or two and then get bored of it, like the Minecraft 2-week phase. And that there is some truth behind that, where once you've completed the game and you've done the things you need to do, and doing the next step is an Herculean task, it turns people off and then they leave the game. So he's basically saying, don't forget that we are updating regularly. In fact, he says we are updating the first week after it drops. So it's important here for the community, I think, because I have seen it before, be so pessimistic about the game. We are allowed our valid criticisms, but the game hasn't even came out yet. So I would say maybe just hold our reservations, hold our judgments just for a little bit before the game comes out. I personally think that the game needs at least 6 months of being released in order to be judged properly and fairly. I mean, Simon has just got this game. He's just bought this game, and he's within a couple of months is producing the game in early access. So I think it just needs a little more time for people to truly judge it. And if you're coming with that attitude of, yeah, it's going to be done in 2 weeks, the game's going to be bad, it's just going to be a knockoff, by all means. But I just say wait just 6 months before actually giving it a proper review. Because one thing that stands out is Hytale's server-side modding and community modding. And Simon has previously stated that if the mod is really good and enough people like it, they can consider adding it to the vanilla game. It's a feature within the game. And so within 6 months' time, the community may have added a ton of really good mods to the base vanilla game that simply weren't out in early access. So holding our judgments would definitely be suited here. And I think that's what Simon is saying. So just don't forget the save Hytale moment, and don't forget the potential of modding and the community's creativity. Another thing he addressed here, which I liked because it was nice and transparent, was there was still concerns with how he managed the usernames and the payment systems and the game server providers and the servers owners and the creators. There was some real drawbacks to having this early access. I mean, the name and reservations, they didn't go as smoothly as possible. I mean, I woke up one day and I said, oh, okay, I have to create an account. And then the next day I had to put my name in. I mean, I would have hoped for a better system to be able to get my name. Luckily, I was able to get my name. However, I would have definitely liked a much better system. First come, first serve. However, I do like the fact that he did reward long-time fans. And obviously, I've been a long-time fan for a long time, and I did sign up for the beta. So obviously, there is something that he wants to give us long-time fans that I probably wouldn't want just the new people coming in to take from me. But I still think there could have been a better system in terms of reserving a name. I just think the community needed to prepare a little bit more before the username reservation. I feel like it just happened all of a sudden. That's my only personal concern. And the payment system didn't really work that well. I mean, I tried to pay as soon as it came out at 9 o'clock, December 12th or December 13th. And I couldn't buy it because the website wasn't working. So I had to wait until I came home after work to buy the game, which was okay. I still got the game and I still got my name reservation, which is awesome. But we just have to wait at least 6 months before giving our reviews and giving our judgments on the game. I think that's the appropriate amount of time given the history of this game. And I think anyone who makes their judgments too early are just catching the hype train and aren't really kind of considering the whole game as itself. Although there are immediate concerns that need to be addressed, especially when it first comes out with bugs and things like that. But the whole Hytale gameplay, I think it needs a little more time. If you have enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. It's going to help me so much. I'm a new YouTube channel. I have been following Hytale for a long time, but finally, once it started to come out, I've decided to create my own YouTube channel. So if you can check out my channel, just hit subscribe and like this video. It helps me out a ton. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers before the end of this week. So if you could make that goal possible, I would very much appreciate that. And without further ado, bye-bye.